What's up, everybody? Welcome in. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Those of you that are coming in live, welcome. High-low stacker, welcome. We're Cranky should be here in a minute or two. Hope everybody's having a great beginning of your week. All right, let's see. Oh, there we are. Okay. Did it let him in? Oh. All right, we're going to try this again because for whatever reason, it's not letting Cranky in. Hey, oh, there he is. Okay. And okay. Why is it not letting him in? Add to. There he is.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, there he is.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear
me?
me?
Well, good.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Silver Gold Stack Attack, the Cranky one.
Hi, y'all.
Yes, Mike. Mustard and Biscuits.
Hi, Mike.
Gold Sniping Farmer. High-low stacker. I think I got everybody so far.
GSF, how about that?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Emerald Coast. Hey, I gotta talk to him. Hey, Mike, I'm glad to see you here, and I would like to know very much how you doing, bud.
Exactly. Me too.
and Emerald Coast. Well, let's get the greetings and salutations out the way. Greetings, salutations.
Cranky, how the heck are you?
Not, oh, buddy. We woke up in DEF CON. What's the highest, the most dangerous DEF CON rating you can have?
When they hold up a sign on TV that says, "If you see me running, try to keep up." Okay, Mike said he's doing great. I got a thing in the middle of the chat, so I think it's doing great. Started cardiac rehab today, or cardio rehab.
Cool. Good.
How do they say it? Outstanding.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Emerald Coast. My apologies. I got mail. I sent you a text, and I may as well. Can I go ahead and do this while I'm?
Go right ahead.
While I'm here, folks. I got to tell you, we were talking about DEF CON ratings and all that sort of thing. I had 3 crises active this morning when I got up, and it's gone downhill from there. So I'm quite frankly ready to throw the cranky old towel in and say enough is enough. And I hope everybody else is getting as full of it as I am, because it just seems like nobody does anything anymore. And check this out. Isn't this the sweetest thing you ever saw in your life? This is the mail from. That's how it's addressed to the crankiest of them all, Emerald. Apparently, no. We'll square up another time. But it says, Cranky, it's been over a year since my last auction, and you never claimed your wallet. And I thought it was time. So stay cranky, Emerald, and look at the glow in the dark.
Nice.
Yeah. And this one here is badass too.
Oh yeah.
But so those are definitely going in the updated stack. I got I'll get square with you one of these days, but I had no idea that I had a wallet out there that I didn't. I usually stay, right up and say, hey, ship. But clearly I had not claimed my wallet, so he didn't ship it until a year later, which is, does that tell you what kind of pace I've had around here? Anybody? So anyway, here's what I apparently picked up in Emerald's auction. Nice batch bar. Yeah. And then this little absolute freaking jewel.
Oh yeah.
Little Germania 1 ounce. Now, might be that I could melt that should I ever get a chance to get in the shop again. Melt that and send Emerald Coast some sort of little tidbit of cool stuff. I don't think that should be a problem. Just getting in there. And then the only other thing I've got picked up. The only other thing. Listen to this. Look at this. This is from Gold Sniping Farmer and Tule's auction. I don't know how long it's been. This has been a while. Thank you, Cranky. From my first best friend, Ebba, on YouTube, Miss Tule. I'm digging that sticker too. That's cool. A half ounce Sunshine Mint, which again I have owed to like Sir Ian Ritchie in England for God knows how long. I've owed him one for a long time, and this is like I saw this on the auction, and was like I gotta get that for Mr. Ian. So, Mr. Ian, if you do catch this, it's coming your way. 210. Your grammar is right there, and so then it was also in there. There was an 82 and an 83. Now I still have the 82, but guess what I did with the 83?
You melted
it. No, I did not, but I did barter it.
There you go.
I am so out of stuff cash wise here with all that's been going on. I had to. I told you I put a transmission in my son's truck, and the other one's got work boots and supplies and all that sort of thing. So we're pretty strapped right now. Plus the ongoing expenses that with Miss Lori's thing that aren't being handled properly. But I got a guy mowing the field for me, and I got him to. He's doing it for $50 because he mows the labor hall over close to us. Right on. Matter of fact, right to the south of the field. And so I caught him and made a deal with him, and he's doing that for $50. But I didn't have the cash when he mowed Friday. So I took that Sunshine minting round over to him and said, look, I hate to do this, but it's a good deal for you if you consider either holding it or taking it as payment. And lo and behold, he says, oh, sure, I'll take it. I'll just put it with the other pieces I've got. So nice. He's a closet stacker. I met my first closet stacker this week, and bartered some lawn services for it. So it's doable, folks. Sometimes you just got to do it. And then the only other things I got here, Michi, and mind you, this is probably over a month since I picked this stuff up. And I don't even know how much I paid for this, but this is a 2023 Gem Uncirculated NGC and a 2025 Gem Uncirculated 1/4 ounce Britannias.
Nice.
I picked those up from Thule, and I can't even tell you what I paid for those, but I remember thinking, God, that's a heck of a good price for NGC.
Right.
So I've entered the world of slabbed coins now, which, I probably won't make a concerted effort to keep adding to those, but I thought those were cool. You know me and my little mini Brits. I love my mini Brits.
Oh yeah.
And so there you have that. So that's that on pickups and stuff. And I will be having an auction coming up, folks. So within the next week or so, probably, should I get the time to sit down and actually do it, I got to do one so I can get some funds raised for the boys. You know, Michi, you and I were talking earlier about my perspective on stacking and all that sort of thing, and I've always held to this is going to be generational, you know.
Right.
And the way things are going right now, I'm starting to think, well, you know, it could be generational. I'll hang on to the gold pieces and that sort of thing for the future. But I started thinking it's more about the way things are going for these guys and the world that they're living in right now. It's more about, to me, what I can do for them now. You know what I mean? Instead of, well, you know, I got 1,000 ounces of silver that you guys are going to get. Well, they need some silver now, you know?
Right.
And don't get me wrong, folks, I don't have 1,000 ounces of silver.
It would be nice.
yeah, I was close at one time, but not anymore. But you know, does that make a whole lot of sense? Because I just think they're going to need some help in the near future here. They clearly are, but it's not about what I'm going to leave them anymore in my head. It's because there's two ways of looking at that too. You know, I'm doing everything that I can for my boys, love them. And the other side of that is they're bleeding me dry.
Yeah.
No, I really just kind of wanted to get him something to help him out now instead of worrying about what's coming tomorrow. Shit, ain't none of us guaranteed any of it.
Right, exactly.
You know? So, because they can think what they want of me when I'm gone. It ain't gonna matter to me. But beyond that, you know, what's here now, I can make a difference for them. So that's my new perspective. So, okay, I'm done. Your turn.
Well, let's see. Where do I start?
Let's see you top that, man.
Well, got some thank yous to toss out there. Thursday night, I got to hang out with Silver and Gold Stack Attack on his channel on the Off the Record. Not a stacking related thing, where it's more current events and talk about it without all the media fluff and all that. And the topic was Dearborn, and saw a lot of people try to keep the peace. Citizens try to keep the peace. Saw a lot that rolled in there with the sole purpose of trying to cause a riot. Unfortunately, pardon my French, everybody, because I try really hard not to swear on here. The jackass didn't get arrested in Dearborn, but by golly, he got arrested over the weekend in Minneapolis. But he had people out walking around with flags that should have all been burned at the end of World War II, and the surrounding communities after they were gone, when people were finding literature for some hate groups strewn all over their lawns and front porches and everything. But is there a problem? Eventually there will be. Right now, and I can't tell you how many times we saw videos of people, you know, please don't hate me. I came here to be free. I'm not that. That's not me. This is me. And people actually having civil conversations until other people showed up and didn't. Then also, this isn't really a thank you. This is more of a request. Speaking of Dearborn, in the early hours of Friday morning, had a group of officers assigned to a multi-jurisdictional auto theft task force tried to stop an individual who happened to be auto theft, was driving a tow truck, refused to stop. When they finally got him stopped, he came out of the tow truck shooting. and 2 Dearborn police officers were shot. They're both home. They're healing. They're sore, but they're alive to talk about it. Just send up some prayers or positive thoughts, whatever you do for those guys.
Their lives will never be the same, man.
Right. And now, last Monday, our impromptu live stream that we had, I was shocked when we got done to see I hit 1,000 subs. So I want to thank everybody that's come along, subbed, watched the videos, hung in there, even through all the crapple I've been going through the last couple of years with my health and that. You guys have all stuck around and kept me lifted up when I've fallen a couple, or picked me up when I've fallen a couple times. And can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I love you all. And once things settle down around here a little bit, we're gonna celebrate on here.
Outstanding.
Not sure when that's gonna be, but we are gonna do it. And now, fourth, Cranky and I have been doing this for a little over a year. And we originally, when we started this, and Cranky still says it quite often, flying by the seat of our pants. And
yes, sir.
We were going to be the top guns of Silver Stack and live streams on YouTube. Well, we started out, and our air boss decided not to join us anymore. So, and whatever. But I asked somebody to play around with an idea that I had, and that would be Average Jane, as you've probably seen. She's colorizing stuff, and she made us, going with the Top Gun thing, made us each
pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. This is good.
Made us each a copper bar, and I know it's kind of hard to see because of the way the light's hitting it and all that. The guy in the red hat, that's because he likes his St. Louis Cardinals. That would be Cranky in the red hat, me in the blue hat, and yes, there's even the 2 horses over there in the field next to the airfield.
I love it.
And we got here on the back, got our call signs, and Monday Night Live, flying by the seat of our pants.
Boom.
So
that is so badass.
Wish our air boss was still here, but that individual decided not to for whatever reason. Didn't feel included in what we were doing. So, hey, more, it is what it is. So, and I think I know I've shown this before, but you were talking about graded coins. How about that? Got my own.
Look at that. AJGC.
Yeah.
That's one of a kind. That's one
Average
of a kind.
Jane Grading Company.
Oh, really? That's
yeah. She did that one for me too. So
outstanding.
Yeah,
outstanding. I'm liking it. Yeah, those bars are so cool.
Oh yeah.
And now is one of them going to be possibly going to be a giveaway in your 1K celebration?
We only had the 2 made for now. There will be one coming to you shortly, so you have one as well.
Bless you.
I will get together with her and we'll figure it out. Maybe she can make me a couple of more, or we'll do something specific to the 1,000 subs.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I kind of like the 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 thing. I like that. Yeah. Me and you.
And if you're looking for stuff to be put on that, I know, just
MS-70 Michi.
Some of us, she's done channel rounds and channel bars for a lot of people, and I haven't seen anything bad yet. I mean, she sells a lot of what she does on her Whatnot. Well, their Whatnot channel. It's his name, but she runs it. Yeah, she does phenomenal work. So, and as far as, you know what? Let me do this one more time. And here, since we're talking about Average Joe and Average Jane, or Blue Collar Stacker and Average Jane, he put out a video, and this is going back from a while ago. He just now put it out about showing his platinum stack. Okay. Well, up until the other day, that was my platinum stack. My whole grain of platinum. Well, I dropped the hammer and got a gram to go with it. I'm not going crazy over platinum. Yes, there are people that do, and if that's your jam, more power to you.
God,
but
you know what?
I
love it. I love platinum.
I just got it to say I got it. So there I got one.
There you go. Emerald's looking at says who was the air boss you're referring to? My first best friend, Emerald Coast, first best friend. That's the air boss. Air savior actually is, in my case. I wouldn't have a channel today without that youngin right there. So yeah, we'll get her back on here one of these days, by golly. But so you got Mike says MS-70 Michi. Yes. An MS-70 Michi. Macho man. So. Macho man Randy Stacker. Love it. That's awesome. Yeah, those bars are awesome. I think I like your 1 of 1 and 2 of 2 thing, and it certainly is very much appreciated. I will, we talked about that too. For your 1K celebration, we'll do however humble the work, we'll have a little 1K pour to celebrate the occasion. That kind of blew my mind because they were pouring in that night, and then I didn't have any idea what International was talking about, and he could like 8 more to 1,000. I thought, well, God, he's way over 1,000, and then it clicked in. It was like, oh, wait a minute, that's big.
Yeah, I was sitting at like 900 something forever, and all of a sudden, boom, here we are. So
rock star. Only need about 120, 80 more subs for the 1420 party. You do you, farmer. 1420. I like it. That's he's got kind of random numbers. I get the inference, by the way, but that's kind of random celebration numbers. I might do what have I got? I don't know, 1,100. I might do 1,103.
Hey, there you go.
Whatever.
Well, some people wait. I know a couple people waited until they hit 1,500.
Yeah. Oh God, I'll never see.
Do.
I'll never see 1,500 unless things change big time around here. So how did you
hit 500?
How did you like? How did you like the? It was almost like a podcast kind of format with Silver and Gold Stack Attack.
Oh, we had fun. I mean, I
came in late, but I did catch it. So, and it was a good broadcast, without a doubt.
Yeah, some people have the technological know-how. I have the technological know-how of a cinder block. So
yeah, I hear you.
Thank God Stack Attack was doing it, because with all that stuff, I wouldn't have been able to put it together, let alone show it off.
Hence the savior label from me.
Well, and that's why back in the day I dubbed her our air boss, because I didn't know any of it.
Yeah,
so it's like, okay, I hit a button here. Why isn't it doing what I'm supposed to? Mike, have a good night, buddy. Continue to feel better. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, Mike, I'll give you a holler next few days and check on you mano a mano. But I'll make sure it's not during your treadmill hour. Yeah, I'm glad he's feeling good. It's good news. Just seems like everybody I know, Michi, has got some sort of medical thing going on in the home,
right?
Or just somebody in their family,
yeah, or just life in general. I know. I'm throwing a lot of names out here. I kind of missed what all happened, but I know Stacking with Craven had to sell his stack for whatever reason. I mean, it's even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell you because it's not my story to tell. But he had to sell his whole stack. Well, he's starting to rebuild, and he was on with Blue Collar, whatever it was last week. I want to say it was no, it wasn't Monday. It had to be Saturday last week, and people were sending super chats to Blue Collar. Well, he took all those super chats that everybody sent, and when Stacking with Craven was on, he sent all that money from the super chats on his over to Craven. So
sweet.
We have definitely got the greatest community on YouTube.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We do. See you later, Farmer. We'll catch you. Hopefully, I can catch you your next auction. That'll be a Wednesday night, folks. Farmer and Thule, best damn auction on YouTube, bar none. Yeah.
So,
well, you know, and I think it was Stacking with Craven's the one that said he's sending me the 1/40th gold Britannia coin.
Yeah.
I you know, as a you know, for it was a drawing in Stacker Social, and I apologized to him because I didn't know that had gone on with him, and that's a mighty nice thing for him to do, and I can't keep up with everybody over there anymore, you know, so I felt kind of bad that all this is going on with him, and you know, he's again.
Well, no, he's very, very up-spirited and just a genuinely nice guy. And it's like, hey, life happens. I'm starting over, knowing more now than I knew when I started the first time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I guess over there, they've got a lot more channels for selling peer-to-peer than we do over here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they do. And, well, Stacker Social's got a huge influence on that.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about that is, you know, if he, well, you know what though, Blue Collar did it right. He sent the funds instead of the metal. You know, because he would have had to pay VAT on any metal that came in. So that's just like 25% now, I think.
Oh, whatever it is, it's crazy. So
yeah, I think it's 25%. So, and anyways, yeah, Craven's cool. He had a funny video a while back here that it was Mrs. Craven.
Yeah.
Apparently, she still doesn't understand quite, you know, why he stacks. But I would think maybe the past situation would be a perfect example of why. You know,
well, that and you know
that reserve.
How do we say it over here? We are from the government. We are here to help.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
Yeah. So, what do you think about these bank things going on here? It looks like J.P. Morgan and Wells Fargo and Citibank are all doing a lot of. They're starting to latch onto some cash, like the Omaha Oracle is doing. Like they're getting ready for something. I don't know, Michi. It just seems like. Hi, Elder Joshua. It just seems like there's the powers that be know something is coming. It just seems like there's something coming, and you can't put your finger on it. But you know, it just seems like there's so much in the air. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, I've lost all trust that I ever had in banks. Period.
Yep.
Watching this now, where we've got banks here, and actually the person that did the video was from Michigan. Went to her bank. Actually, it wasn't even a bank; it was a credit union. Wanted to pull out $500 cash, and they refused to give it to her until she told them what she was going to spend it on.
I saw that, and it's here, folks.
Yeah,
it's here.
You put your money in the bank and it becomes theirs, and you no longer have a right to it according to the banks.
Yeah.
Or
and they don't keep it around.
Yeah. Or my bank, I got to go have it out with them probably tomorrow or Wednesday. I get a fraud alert. It comes through as a text on my phone. Do you recognize this transaction? No, I don't. Well, then I get a call from the fraud department, and instead of saying, okay, we're going to temporarily shut down your debit card. But, oh, no. They totally closed my debit card. So now I got to go to my branch and get a new one.
Yeah. Nothing like customer convenience.
They don't believe in it.
We're like a liability to them all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised, but I think those regulations just recently changed, like this year, June or something of this year, where the dollar amounts changed for verification, and in fact, the verification process. And I think we actually talked about that coming back in the day, and sure as shit, it's here.
Oh yeah.
I just some days I am so weary of being here and having to endure all this. Can you imagine,
right.
Michi, what your son and my son, the younger, are going to have to endure?
It scares me.
Scares me. And I was thinking about that too. I'm a cranky SOB, and I'm proud of that because I have. If you want a reason, sit down, because I can tell you a few reasons why. But at the same time, it's like we're had this generation coming up been forced to handle or confront or endure or deal with, however you want to put it, all of the things that our generation is right now. I don't think they would have made it. Honestly, the majority could not take it. So why not? Why not us? There's a divine course in things, and I think everybody around me feels that way and knows it. And that's why I get irritated and upset and that sort of thing. But when everything calms down and quiets down and everything, I still don't worry.
Right.
I just don't. I stand on Psalm 91. It tells me I'm not supposed to worry about it because He's got it. And that's, it's getting harder to find those calmer times, though. If you know what I mean, as far as having the time to sit down and just digest and process and that sort of thing. It's becoming a fine art.
Right.
So anyway, did you catch the DC race at all? I know it's not NASCAR.
Oh, you know what? I don't have a problem with IndyCar because when I was working, I was side gigging in the NASCAR series, most of my side gig was with the Craftsman Truck Series, and we ran a lot of companion races over the years. Now they just call it IndyCar. It used to be the IRL, the Indy Racing League, and you got guys like Roger Penske. He owns cars in NASCAR. He owns he owns the Indy. He owns IndyCar, and I've had to walk away from all my electronic devices at one point or another, and not saying anybody that's here now, but this is for the people that just hate anything positive in this country. That entire weekend was paid for by IndyCar and Roger Penske. Not a penny of tax dollar money was spent on this past weekend in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
And to hear the people whining and crying about, oh, do we really have to have a NASCAR race here? Those cars that ran on Saturday are not NASCAR. Back in the day, there used to be a series called IROC. It was identical cars. There was no tuning the cars. You had no crew chief. You drew straws for what car you were going to drive. And then once they knew which car you were going to drive, they went out and slapped a decal on the door with your last name on it. And this was guys from the 3 NASCAR series, World of Outlaws, ARCA, ASA, Indy Racing League. There used to be another open wheel racing series called Camp Car back then. All the premium drivers in all of those series would get together in like vehicles. No spotter up there telling you what way to go. And you went out and raced. Well, that series since went by the wayside. It went bankrupt, whatever. But one of our old crew chief, car owner, or whatever the hell you want to call him, bought the rights to the series and bought all the old cars. He's got all these restored. We're talking back into the 70s cars. Wow, and they just got, nice. And it's an exhibition. It's not even a real race. But they were bitching about that. And then how dare you make all this noise and look at this and yapping about the flyovers that happened. There were 7 flyovers. There were each of the, and I no offense to anybody, but I say this kind of sarcastically, the 6 branches of the military. You got the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps. I know Coast Guard is Department of Homeland Security, but in times of conflict, they become a division of the Navy. And you have the Star Trek wannabes. Yeah. All you got to do is look at their dress uniforms. They're the Star Trek wannabes. But they did 6 individual flyovers, each of the branches, and then they did a joint flyover, which all of them. They're yapping about that, all the noise, and look at this. We can't afford gas and groceries, but you're doing this, and both. None of that was paid for with taxpayer dollars. And
by the way, the same ones that are yapping about it right now, too many flyovers, if and when the stuff does hit the fan, they'll be griping about not having enough flyovers.
Well, and they're complaining about, look at that police officer just sitting there. Our tax dollars at work. No, Roger Penske paid for every single police officer, firefighter, and medic that was on that track this weekend. None of that money came out of our tax money.
Now, I will say, I was a little disappointed to hear them kind of plagiarize. We'll be doing 200 miles an hour around here again, the lady said. And I thought, well, that's strangely similar to 200 mile an hour silver, what she was talking about. So,
those cars, there's no way those cars did not go 200 miles an hour yesterday.
Well, you couldn't tell that to the little talking head on TV.
I know. They
just got her braces off last month.
You've got people that are just that miserable that they can't stand to see anything positive happen in this country. Because if positive stuff's happened, they don't happen, and they don't have anything to whine about.
Yeah. So they got plenty to whine about right now.
Yeah. But no, it was cool to see, and then watching some, because these guys that drive an IndyCar, not all of them are from here. They're from all over the world, but they all have mad respect for the United States. And watching the video, I can't even tell you who the kid was. They all look like babies, compared to us. And this one kid, I think he's from Australia, was so excited because he got to meet one of our astronauts. So. Yeah. Hey, Blue Collar. Sorry, buddy. I wasn't ignoring you, man. We were just talking about you and Jane a few minutes ago. All positive.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
So.
Mucho
since Blue Collar's here, let me do this real quick. I was telling him about your stack of platinum video that you did. Well, up until a few days ago, that was my stack of platinum, my 1 grain. Well, now I got a grain and a gram.
You are so funny. There you go. There you go. Stack them high. Which, by the way, you're 2 entries in the platinum category higher than I am right now, Michi. So you're doing well, my friend.
But yeah, that was kind of cool to see yesterday, and I know some people take this the wrong way when I say it. If you hate us, if you hate our country that much, there's planes leaving every 20, 30 minutes from the airport. Go jump on one.
Yeah, yeah. I would actually help you load if you want somebody to carry your baggage for you. I'll only carry it to the airport, though. I won't carry your baggage for you otherwise.
All these people that said they were gonna move out of the country if Trump got reelected. Well, why are you still here?
Yeah.
Like namely all the mouths on the View.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't got the nerve to.
And the loudmouth actually came back from Ireland to host a late night show because the regular host, who is also an obnoxious loudmouth POS, is on summer vacation. So so now we had to listen to her on TV the other night.
Oh my goodness! I can't say I'm sorry I missed it, but I missed it.
You didn't miss anything.
Wow, I did not know that happened.
All she does is badmouth anything that's good in this country. So.
Yeah. Well.
That's us. Isn't there an international flight leaving for Ireland? Get on it. So.
Yeah. On get.
Yep.
Well, what else is going on up there? I know it was kind of a letdown with the Dearborn thing was, well, and here again we go. The big build up. All this is going on. This is going to happen. Oh my gosh, and then what really happened? I mean, obviously you probably got more information up there than
there was a lot
the media put out.
All the local media networks were live streaming everything going on, and Stack Attack and I were talking, and I think I said this before we went live. I had a 20-year law enforcement career. He spent his time in the military. We're groomed to not react.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody comes up, starts screaming in our face, we just stare through them and don't say anything. Don't do it unless they lay hands on you. Okay? They can cuss you out. They can spit in your face. They can do whatever. As long as they don't touch you, let it go. Well, and this was not the police officers. This was the people in the comments on the live stream were referring to as, oh, look, all the meth heads are out. Oh, look, yeah, look, hey, all the crackheads, all the Taylor Tucky people have moved to Dearborn. Because the people with the opposite belief would drive by, flip them off, F the American flag, all that, and they would react. That's part of the problem. Don't react.
Yeah.
But the people they were reacting to were doing U-turns and coming back so they could try to go them on some more. And like we were talking, when I was talking with Stack Attack, every single video that I have seen, and you can be on whatever side of the fence that you want to be on this issue, I take into account the fact that I was born and raised a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I was born and raised in the Presbyterian Church. Okay. Never, ever would I walk in to, or in this case, as you're driving, fleeing the people that don't like you, in the back of a pickup truck, I would never think in a million years of desecrating another religion's religious scriptures, whether it be in a synagogue, a mosque, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever. I would never ever think. And this guy literally was trying to start a riot, ripping this book apart and throwing, waving the pages out like confetti out of the back of the truck. He walked in there with his goon squad, waving flags that should have been burned at the end of World War II. And I'll just say, because I don't want to say the word, because World War II Germany. These guys, and they're on TV walking around with these flags, And then, like I said earlier, after everything kind of calmed down, you have people in Dearborn Heights, Melvindale, Inkster, the little part of Detroit that is just north of there. They're finding literature for the people that like to wear white sheets all over their front lawns, their front porches, stuck to their wiper blades on their cars. But going back to every video I've seen of this jerk, when he comes to Dearborn, there's a kid, I want to say he's coming up. I actually got to look back at it. Coming up on his first anniversary as a Dearborn police officer. This kid, with no assistance from his coworkers, is literally the only one standing on the front line pushing these people back. And I have my beliefs and my feelings as to why. But if I say that, I'm navigating the world with both eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
But other people will say, well, that's just being Islamophobic or racist. No, I'm not. When you see on TV certain officers that are standing back, not getting involved, while this Hispanic kid is up there doing his job.
Yeah.
And your police chief, who your police chief, who is of that religion also, didn't come out the front door to quote unquote help until the 18 guys from the Western Wayne Special Ops Unit came out full riot gear and pushed everybody back. Then he came out, but then also still stood back while all this stuff was going on. So.
Yep. 100% Emmerich quote, the irony of World War II Germany's symbolism is a symbol of peace. Yeah. Yeah. He's talking about the symbol that everybody's afraid to say.
Well, they were coming in acting like Nazis is what they were doing.
Yeah.
Skinheads, all that.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing, and you had people on both sides that were trying to have civil conversations, and you had the ones that weren't. And then we had a third group show up, and they were the ones walking around threatening people, pointing guns at people. We had your local whatever you want to call it, your local chapter of Antifa show up. And they were pointing guns at everybody, both sides.
Yeah. Well,
so did it go off in Dearborn like they said it was going to? Oh, we got 10,000 bikers that are leaving Sturgis right now to come to Dearborn and this and that. No. Saw some colors in the crowd, but they were local guys, and they were actually trying to keep the peace. Shocking that they were trying to keep the peace.
Yeah,
there was a couple guys from out of town. They were Hell's Angels from California, but even they were trying to keep the peace. So
yep, it's all about building up the stress and the division, and look who's here.
210. Hey, Marty's here too.
Marty the Wonder Dog.
Say hi, everybody. Say hello.
Jed, is it dinner time yet?
Face. What's not to love about that?
Oh yeah, that's got Cuddle Pup written all over it.
Yeah. We had us a good session this afternoon. I was clearly stressed, and she was laying on the floor, so I went over and laid down there, and she could tell, that I was having a difficult afternoon, and so I laid my head down on the floor next to her and said something to her, and she kind of rolled over and put her head on my arm, right next to me. It's like, all right, what I got to worry about.
Several of us have said this over the years. We don't deserve our pets.
No.
And something that actually shocked me. I don't know if, and I know a lot of people hate cats. I love my cat. I was not a cat person, but he decided that I was his human, and here we are.
Yeah.
He actually can sense without being trained or anything, because he's done this to my roommate and he's done it to me. We're both diabetic. He sensed something was wrong with me earlier. I'm sitting on the couch and he never, unless I'm laying down, got a blanket over the head, never comes and sits on my lap. And he got up on my lap and he kept going with his paw. Like, what is he doing? Well, I happened to look at my handy dandy electronic leash here, and my blood sugar dropped to 90.
Wow. That's
And he
cool.
knew. And he's done that with my roommate a couple of times where he'll go in there and no claws or anything, just, hey, wake up, something's not right.
That's cool.
And yeah, so
he's 100% good boy.
Definitely not 90 anymore.
Yeah. Good. Well, what's going on in the well, what am I trying to say? The other channels. I don't think I've heard you talk about too much about your other endeavors as far as, or you want to. Am I speaking out of turn here with some other on another platform? Yeah, never mind.
Sorry, I just had a brain fart.
So did I. So, what are the odds we'd have a brain fart at the same time?
So.
Maybe we'll talk about that another time. I don't know. Yeah, but animals have a sixth sense. They do.
They do. Yeah.
And a lot more common sense than their most human counterparts. I'm at the point where I'm just ready to, close the doors at the end of the day. I only go where I have to go anymore. Like I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and then I'm coming home. And we've had a couple of people like break down on the road out in front of us or whatever. I always go out and say, hey, you got everything, need anything like that. That kind of thing encounter, I don't mind. But just everyday encounters for the will work for gold. I like that. 210. Yeah. I just, other than that, I don't really care to go anywhere. It's kind of,
things are just so stupid out in the world now. Certain God-given rights that we are blessed to be able to partake in, I'm not supposed to be doing right now because don't need the added weight. And the other day, this was about a week ago, we go to one of our local big box grocery stores. I stay in the car because I can't do the walking. And sitting there, and these 3-4 teenage girls come out. They're getting in a car, and the one girl is looking across the car, a couple down, 2-3 cars down from me. What are you looking at? Well, there's this creepy whatever, probably lives in his car guy, sitting there blowing kisses at him, staring at him, freaking him out. Well, I'm like, you know what? No, they're like, they said something, and I got out of the car as much as I could. I said, you guys get out of here. If he follows you, call 911. Hey, again, pardon the language. Hey, jackass, I got your license plate number. And he took off.
Wow.
And it's like, you know what? I felt naked because I didn't have what.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just grin and bear it, and I make sure I have that with me, even if I just go for a ride back to the mailbox.
I'm telling you what, I'm never undressed, no matter where I go. It is just part of getting dressed every day,
right? Right.
Even at home. Hey, seven stacks came in. How you doing?
Yay!
How are you?
Yeah.
The 50th state. Did you know that? Hawaii.
Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah. Some of the younger ones in the chat probably aren't going to understand what that's about, but that's okay.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff they don't. There's a whole bunch of stuff they don't get.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lived. I can honestly say I have lived in a part of time of history when there wasn't 50 states. You know that?
Yeah.
When did Alaska come in? Um,
I was asleep that day in history class.
I'm gonna. Let's see here. I'm gonna ogle it. I don't say Google anymore. Ogle it. Yeah. See, so technically,
You're one of those BG guys, you know. You're not an OG, you're a BG before Google.
yeah, yeah. There you go. So I was alive when there was 48 states in this union. Dead Bernie.
Yep.
Alaska came in 59, and I think Hawaii. I don't think they came in until the 60s. Now I gotta ogle that too.
God bless you, Seven. She said she and Hawaii are the same age. God bless you.
Yeah, you kids. I swear, you kids.
That sounds like me when I go to work every day and I realize 90% of the people I work with are young enough to actually be my kids.
So I guess they both came in 59. So yeah, interesting. Alaska and Hawaii came in 59.
Okay.
So I am older than those two states. Boy, if that doesn't. And like Alaska, I can be bought for pennies. A paltry sum of.
Well, you know the thing that people still shake their heads about here, right?
What
is how clueless Ohio was back in the day.
Oh yeah,
because the Ohio and Michigan went to war. They got Toledo and we got the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, I still don't understand
we
the logic behind that.
Got the better part of that deal.
Yeah, absolutely, you did. Lori's been looking at a lot of different like day trip kind of things and lodges and stuff like that, just for for grins and she's looking at that Hawaiian dollar.
Speaking of Hawaii,
what the heck? What year is that?
That is 1935.
35. So that's actually pre-statehood Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Buckaroo.
These are what they gave the military guys over that were stationed in Pearl Harbor. If the island got taken over and they seized the money that the soldiers and sailors and Marines had on them, they could demonetize it, and they knew which dollars had been demonetized because they were stamped Hawaii.
Wow.
And I got this for a screaming deal back before that coin shop out in Oregon that one of our Jumbo channel sponsored channels goes to all the time.
Yeah.
Before their whatnot became a literal joke. So
I'll be darned.
Yeah. We're gonna start a peace dollar that looks like it's been in the dirt for 50 years. We're gonna pitted and everything else. We're gonna start the bidding at $95 for this. No. They actually, I don't know if Blue Collar is still here or not. They actually blocked him from being able to see their auctions because he asked a simple question one day.
Wow. So. I'm chatting. I'm laughing about the chat over here. This 210 was born the first time the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan. Well, 210, I got news for you. The fun started for your mom and dad 9 months before that. Anyway, no disrespect. Yeah. It's just kind of a creepy thought. That's all. Japanese were producing Fugazi bills. I didn't know. Yeah. I keep watching these. Charles Montgomery. Hey. I keep watching these documentaries and everything, and I'm just amazed at how what a powerhouse Japan was back in the day.
Oh yeah.
It just keeps, it never since stops blowing my mind. I mean, they took a large part of Manchuria, China, and Malaysia, and the Philippines, and I mean they were flat getting it. But anyway, that was a century ago, almost, for real.
Yeah.
Well, Mister, what else you got going on?
Not a darn thing. We're just impatiently waiting to heal up and go back to work. I'm going stir crazy. I'm getting messages daily. When are you coming back? We miss you. The people that are working in your spot are creepy. We want you back.
They're creepy. Well, by golly, you best not disregard those pleas.
Well, we got, I know I've mentioned it before. I work at like the smallest hospital in our system, and some people say it's cheesy, but we really are a family at that place.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
All my work kids and all my work siblings, and they're like, when are you coming back? So
Well,
probably
that's cool.
I'm thinking mid-October. So,
well,
because for those of you that didn't hear, I was diagnosed with a condition that about 1 in 2,500 to 3,000 diabetics have, where the short version is the bones in your foot turn to mush. And once they dry out, they have to go in and put your foot back together. Well, I've got 10 screws in my foot. So, and 10 screws in a plate. And when the whole thing happened, my heel went up north without me. And they had to lengthen my Achilles tendon 3 inches.
Went up north without me. Yeah. Not to laugh at your misfortune.
No. Because your heel, when you look at an X-ray of the side of your foot, your heel is supposed to be like this, and mine was like this.
Yeah.
So they had to stretch the Achilles tendon to get the heel to go back down and stay there. So I have a screw going right through my heel up into my foot. So
yeah. Well, I've seen the X-rays, and
yeah.
I hope it sticks like glue.
It is going to be so fun the next time my son and I have to fly, because I'm going to purposely give TSA fits now.
Yeah. Well, there you go. They deserve it. They deserve it. Miss Lori had a meeting with a surgeon, and we're hoping for some reversal in December.
Okay.
So prayers for that too, because
absolutely,
that's a huge thing. It's just literally, it's been very, very difficult for her. You know, the type of thing that she's got going on is, I can understand it. You know why it's difficult. It's just changed every aspect of her life, and
yeah, and it didn't have to happen. So
no, it really didn't.
Right.
But that's the managed healthcare system that we have these days,
right.
And I'm not impressed at all.
Yeah.
I think it's hogwash.
Yeah, it is. And then you get the people that are still crying they want healthcare like Canada, and they complain about wait times and all that now. Just imagine if we end up with health insurance here like Canada has.
Well, if you want healthcare like Canada, move to Canada.
Well, and we've got a guy that's running for Senate here in Michigan that what do you say? He's going to push to abolish police. He's going to push to disarm whatever police are left, because that'll promote less, stop to violence. And he wants to promote Medicare for all, which is essentially his way of saying we want health insurance like Canada. And the flip side of this guy is he'll tell you he's a doctor. He's a paper doctor.
Yeah.
He's not an MD, DO, podiatrist, cardiologist, anything like that. His wife is. But you go to see her, She doesn't take Medicare. She doesn't take Medicaid. She takes no insurance. You either pay cash or she won't see it.
Yeah. It's
And this guy has already he's made threats of physical harm against the guy running against him.
and that's amazing. Seven Stacks is saying prayers for all of us. We all seem to be falling apart. There's some truth in that, because of the BS that big pharma and medical schools and the nutrition in this country. I mean, everything has been such a stack of BS. It's the chickens are coming home to roost for a lot of this stuff, and it's 40 years of public schools, meals going down the tube, and no wonder people have got healthcare issues. Not that any of us spent 40 years in public schools, but you know what I mean.
Well, and that's like they've even gone so far, that they're trying to shut down these private farms where we've got one about an hour from us where you can go out and buy a half a cow or half a cow. You can buy chickens and all that. They're trying to make that illegal so that you have to go to the grocery store and buy the stuff that they have filled with God knows what that they don't have to tell you about. Or you see these videos where these people go to the grocery store, you watch them buy it, bring it home, and they take the steak and they can stretch it like the silly putty that we all had when we were kids.
Yeah.
Because it's lab grown meat. Yeah. And that's what they're trying to push on us.
And what happened to, I hate to say it, but what happened to America First with this Argentine beef that's supposedly going to be coming in? Yeah. What the hell is that about?
Well,
take care of our farmers. And they can't raise a beef and sell it to an individual. It's a felony.
Yeah.
To buy a steak from my beef raising neighbor is punishable by law. What a crock of shit.
Yeah.
And Michi, I'm sorry, I've been saying a few words on your channel today, but
you know what? No, Cranky, you go right ahead.
Put this out as a PG rated episode.
Here we go. Well, if I can get this thing to stay in my hand. Here we go.
Yeah. The good old F-bomb. No home should be without them.
And I'm not condoning in any way, shape, or form Argentinian beef or any of that stuff. But what I do throw out there is a blame to be placed on our last administration when he was sending the USDA and the FDA out to cull entire herds of cattle, walking up, not even inspecting the chickens at a chicken farm and saying you have to cull all your chickens because they're all diseased. You'd never even checked them.
Yeah.
And then we have a chicken shortage, and chicken goes up to $6.99 a pound, and beef is $13-14 a pound now because the last administration wanted all these things because cows are depleting the ozone layer.
Yeah. And
it's all the cows' fault.
3 million eggs they want to recall because of the potential of danger. Hey, Blue Collar, Michi Blue Collar says he's got to go. He's got to go to the show.
Yeah, so, you know what? They're probably on a cruise ship again.
I don't know about that, but
every time you turn around, they're on a cruise, and I'm not mad at them one bit. They enjoy it, man. You guys, Blue Collar, if you're still here, buddy, have fun.
Yeah, and if not, have fun anyway.
There you go.
Just catch it on the replay.
So those are two very special people. Average Jane, as a matter of fact, just put out her first YouTube video yesterday. She's been lingering around, lurking in the comments on live streams and in videos and stuff, but she finally put out her first video. Cool. And super congratulations to her for, like, I think I commented, welcome to the big show. But yeah, she was showing off some of her favorite stuff and what she started with when she started stacking and what she's doing now.
I'm gonna have to look her up and
if you guys are on Whatnot, if you guys are on Whatnot, I encourage you to go over and check out her channel. It's actually under Average Joe, but we all know who the brains of the operation is, and it's her.
Oh, she doesn't have a YouTube?
No, she has a
This is-
YouTube, but on
okay.
on Whatnot,
Gotcha.
it's his channel, but he's kind of stepped back from it a little bit, and she just goes on there and runs it. So
Nice.
but
Nice.
you know, we have fun. You know, he'll poke in there and with his comments and that. And, you know, next thing you know, everybody's blowing up the chat. Hey, no comments from the peanut gallery.
There's that brains of the operation thing again. All right.
So, all right. Well, you know what? We're rolling up on about an hour and 10 minutes.
Yep.
We normally go about an hour. I know Marty's over there going, "Yo, Dad,
she's
10 minutes, you're 10
right
minutes late."
beside. She has an internal clock that is like a nuclear precision.
Oh yeah, she knows.
Thing. She knows.
Excuse me. My bowl has been empty for 5 minutes, and it's really time for you to come fill it up again.
Yeah, she's got literally has a clock inside her that's like, okay, it's time. So, all right, girl. 210 says he's at.
What's that?
Oh, 210 says he's.
All right, 210, glad you popped in. So what do you think, Cranky? 2 weeks, we'll do it again?
Let's do it in 2 weeks. Yep.
You got it.
We'll do something a little better than a gram next time we do a giveaway. And I just ain't ready today. I'm sorry.
No, it's been kind of all last week was kind of too. So
yeah.
And Monday's just No, I totally get it. We're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Everybody will be back in 2 weeks. Do it again. Everybody stopped in again. Thank you so much for stopping in. All the subscribers that have popped on here in the last couple of weeks, thank you so much. Like I said earlier, I never expected to hit 500, let alone 1,000, and I greatly appreciate you.
Just so awesome.
Once things kind of settle down and I'm literally back on both feet, the videos will start coming a little more often, and I'll shoot mine out there real quick, and I'll let Cranky wrap it up. Stack what you like, stack what you can afford. Have fun with it. Don't let it stress you out, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play the reverse psychology, Michi, because the other thing hasn't worked for me. I'm gonna never make another video ever again. So now maybe, because every time I talk about getting back into doing stuff, something more comes along, and right. I'm never gonna do it again. Guess I'll never ever make another video, but I'll go for that anyway. Thanks everybody. Appreciate y'all very, very much. Stay safe, shoot straight, keep stacking, stack the right stuff.
All right, everybody, we're out. See you in 2 weeks.
Night all.